Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I've never felt so confident that this is likely a welcome back, because if you're watching this video without ever watching anything else I've done, I would be very confused. As the title of the video says, my Patreon launched today. You can check it out at the link in the description on, assuming I've done the mass edit correctly, any of my videos. But I'm going to go into a bit more depth on how some of the rewards work for you. If you're curious, the game in the background is Tooth and Tail, which is a cool indie real-time strategy game I ranked as my 228th favorite game. For starters, the first reward is at the $5 tier. This gives you really two things, one now and one that will matter later when my time isn't monopolized by making daily countdown videos. What you'll get right away, however, is I think a pretty cool thing. There's a community ranking that will be made similar to my ranking of 366 games that inspired me to make the channel in the first place. You can rank any number of games, minimum 10, up to 366 games. If you want to just rank 10, that's fine. If you want to rank 366, that's great. You'll contribute a lot to the project. Anywhere in between it all, also great. I'm not asking for a whole lot for how you get it to me, but there is something about the formatting for your list I'm going to ask of you. Please create a Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, or some other similar format spreadsheet and put it in descending number order. So row 1 should be your least favorite game on the list, and your last row will be your favorite game. Include simply the title of the game in column A, and then the year the game released in column B. The year is important because sometimes there's remakes or reboots or just weird naming differences that can cause confusion, and that pretty much eliminates any guesswork for me. Again, row 1 will be the least favorite game on your ranking, obviously not your least favorite game, hopefully these should be games you like, and then they will get better from there. Once you have the spreadsheet finished, email me with it as an attachment to exothermicplaysgames@gmail.com with your Patreon username in the subject of the email. The way this works is your games will be put into a database with everyone else's games, and each game you rank will be assigned a score weighted based on its ranking. Then, within the database, every game's score will be added up and then sorted in descending order to create the evolving list of 366 games. As a note, regardless of how many games you've ranked, the first and last place games on your list will receive the same amount of points as everyone else's first and last place games, so keep that in mind when thinking about how many games you're going to rank. If you're like, these are 10 games that I absolutely love, and they're like the 10 greatest games ever, but all you rank is those 10 games, your 10th place game will receive the same amount of points as someone's 366th place game. So just know that that may happen. I anticipate a common question will be how to change your list. Maybe you thought of some more stuff you want to add on, or played new games that make the cut, and that's fine. Just shoot me another email and include that it's an update in the subject. Again, put your Patreon username in the subject line. If at any point you decide to unsubscribe from Patreon, I'll remove your rankings from the finalized database, but keep it on file. So if you resubscribe, I can just click a button and it's back in without you needing to resubmit your list. The other perk that will eventually matter with the $5 tier is that I'll do patron-only multiplayer sessions once my time isn't entirely monopolized by doing daily videos on top of a full-time job. I do want to mention that even though the videos won't be daily anymore in the new year, I do intend to keep a consistent release schedule of 2 or 3 videos per week. The exact schedule will probably get figured out over the first few months of the year as I figure out what works for the content I wind up making. But being on the Patreon gets you a special role in my Discord server with access to private channels in order to organize these multiplayer games with me. The other tier on the Patreon, the $10 tier, gives you everything the $5 tier does, but you also get access to an early list of what videos I'm making, approximately a week in advance, maybe a little more, just kind of depends on what the content is, and you can leave a comment with opinions, questions, or whatever you want really, and it will get worked into that video. I may censor certain language if needed, so be mindful of that, but you'll get your shout out. This is all done exclusively through the Discord because it's easier to put hidden channels and spoiler tags and such. You can find a link to join my Discord in the description of any of my videos. So that is all live right now. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to how all of this works and for taking the time and potentially money to support my channel. All of the money is going to go straight back into the channel to buy equipment and games and be able to keep pumping out content for you all. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Dat inte nog valhjaus. Dat inte fiol. You'll know about sneaks.